Welcome back, trainers, and wow, we have an extremely long video. I do believe it's the longest video I've ever put out on YouTube. And well, Go Battle League night here. We're going to be featuring Spilas. This is going to be a Darkened Dragon, and I had a ball using it. Now, we got a few things to say here before we get started because we're not hopping into the commentary quite yet. I wasn't going into Go Battle Night thinking I want to get as many wins as possible. You know, of course I want to win, but I also wanted to have a little fun and bring you guys something that you don't really see too often. And since the poison type Pokemon have been rising up with their buffed moves, obviously Nidoqueen, right? There's going to be less Charmers around. Now, the only Charmers that I did run into, granted, I do believe maybe a Wigglytuff one. Other than that, there were a few Alolan Ninetales with Charm, some with Powdered Snow. Otherwise, there was no real Charm users around because, well, the rise of the poison. What am I getting at here? Well, that's going to make room for Spilas. It is going to be Dragon and Dark. Both of those types are going to be weak to Fairy. Specifically, Charm is just going to wipe it clean in a second. So it's going to be a little bit more safe for it to roam around. Now, we have the Nidoqueen. Now, say Nidoqueen goes down. And, well, what if there's an Azumarill in the back? It's not looking too hot for me because, well, Spilas is not going to be liking that Ice Beam. Well, here's the thing. Bubble is really not doing much damage to it. You're going to be able to sneak in those Dragon Breaths. They're not very effective, but Body Slam can be kind of spammy. With Dragon Breath, not so much, but it does put on pressure. Iron Head from Mawile, it does do a little bit of damage to Azumarill as well, so there is the play around there, okay? Having a Swampert lead is also horrible, but, you know, doing so many battles, I figured out maneuvers around these situations. Now, speaking of the Swampert, here you go. I know I said I wasn't going to get into the commentary yet, but I want you to see, and I'm going to show you the example. So we shield up the first Hydro Cannon, and, well, of course, the one example I was trying to go for, it's not that. But basically, I would go for a build up to an Earth Power, go for the Poison Fang. They would shield it up. That's probably the only time I went up against a Swampert where they didn't shield, and I went for Earth Power as well. But basically, I go for the Poison Fang. I let them take out the Nidoqueen. We go in with the Spilas. We Dragon Breath down. We're loaded up on energy, and we're going to have to figure it out. You'll see more examples down the road here as this video is going to be an hour long. So make sure you do grab your snacks. We're using the same team. Now, when I first started Go Battle Night, well, initially, before that, I did those battles, which were going to be the two videos that I uploaded the day of Go Battle Night. And then I completed those. I used a different team. We're not going to feature that because, well, I don't want to upload like a 2-hour video here, folks. And quite a few of the losses are going to be cut out simply because of time crunching here. I got a lot of other things I want to upload. Well, I got another thing I want to upload. And, well, it takes a while to get these things up. I'm going to have some losses in here, of course. I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm some invincible person, but I made it clear as well that we are using Spilas. We're having some fun here, and I want to just showcase you the potential of this thing now that Charm users are going to be slightly out of the picture. Not completely, but not as common as before, right? And also, I want to make another thing clear too. Is, you know, if you follow me on Twitter, it may seem like I don't like Twitch streamers who stream Pokemon Go or Go Battle League specifically, right? Because of the elitist attitudes that some of them do have for a game that is, at best, mediocre and still rising because, well, still afloat because it is the Pokemon name. Now, I don't have anything against any of them. As a matter of fact, I will shake hands with all of them and make up. I don't really care. I'm friends with a lot of them, so it's not like I'm over here and it's a war and I'm not friends with any of them. I'm good friends with a lot of them. It's just a few specifics. What am I getting at again? Well, I am not trying to attack anybody. I like to defend myself, all right, against people who are hypocritical. For instance, saying that there's an algorithm. People don't, for some reason, they attack me for that, and I'll tell you why. It's because they look for any little thing, any little excuse within their anger, jealousy, whatever it is that they have against me to attack me. And the algorithm, some say that I was discouraging people from playing because I'm saying there's an algorithm. What? Are you kidding? There is one, okay? First of all, and that is my opinion, okay? Second of all, what does it matter? I'm not over here down talking on people for not knowing how to sneak in a quick move before somebody gets off a charge move, or vice versa, or whatever the case may be, or all these little loopholes that they talk about that are not even real features. They're just here because GBL is broken. All right, so we'll squash this right now. What I'm getting at is it's a lot of hypocrisy going around, and I could make up and be friends with most of these people. Probably not some of the people that are instigating some of this in their chats, but I'm not here to start fights. Anyways, we're going to have a streamer later down the line here. I'm not going to tell you what time, but they are a well-known battler, so that was going to be fun. And yeah, I could go on and on and on here, but let's just leave it at that and take a look at these battles. Spilas with Dragon Breath, Body Slam, and Dark Pulse. Let's go. All right, so up against the Hypno here, and I guess we're going to go ahead and start this commentary. Only thing we really have to look out for is Ice Punch. They're going for a Thunder, and I'm assuming that they have also Shadow Ball. Okay, so we're just going to continue on here and get off this Dragon Breath. I could have potentially farmed. I think I should have farmed down, to be honest with you. But we're just going to go ahead and throw that Body Slam, no problem. Taking them out. They still have 2 shields left. We have 1. Bringing in the Azumarill, and this is exactly what we were talking about. Dragon Breath's not doing much, but the Body Slam is going to be able to put on some pressure. We're getting that first shield out of them. They're still farming and swapping into their Medicham, in which we're going to go ahead and go for the Dark Pulse here, which is going to do neutral damage because of the fighting typing, and still doing quite a bit. Swapping instantly into our Nidoqueen and going for the Poison Fang to lower the defense. And here we go. We have 1 shield left. We could survive an Ice Punch. The Psychic obviously will KO us, and there we go, down from the Psychic. Bringing in the Mawile, and I think we're pretty much going to take this one right here. In comes the Mawile, or the Azumarill, and we're going to go ahead and throw that Power-Up Punch. It's not going to KO, but we're going to be able to easily shield whatever they're throwing at us. Hydro Pump probably. Yep, definitely Hydro Pump would have KO'd, and we're taking that win there. Moving it on to our next opponent. Now, let me stop the commentary one more time. About getting to the rank where you can see your elo. Like I said, we have a long season, and I am more focused on bringing you fun content and not using Galarian Stunfisk, Registeel, the whole same old meta over and over again. And if you use those, that is perfectly fine. But think about if you kept going to the movies and you kept watching the same movie over and over, right? It's not fun, right? So we're going to switch it up and have a little fun over here and bring some spice. Bring the ultimate spice. I mean, are you kidding me? Spilas and Shadow Mawile? Yeah, Nidoqueen is definitely meta, but those other two, not so much. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Dark Pulse here on the Venusaur. Because they're shieldless, it's doing more damage. We're getting stabbed, mine as well, right? And we're going to let this go through. Frenzy Plant resisted. So you got these nice resistances with the Spilas to the water, to the grass. It's going to be helping you out, as well as fire, in case we have, encounter with a Alolan Marowak or something. Shadow Mawile doesn't appreciate fire, or potentially a Talonflame, which we're going to be seeing some pretty crazy battles with the Spilas and those down the line. So we have the Shiftry out here. We're going to go ahead and bring in the Nidoqueen and just go for the Poison Fang and take him out. That's going to be a Alolan Marowak, not very effective, and in comes the Shiftry, and we take it out with a Poison Jab. Nidoqueen putting in work. We're using this same team for the entire video. Same order. We have an Azumarill lead. They're swapping instantly into an XL Lickitung, in which we're going to go ahead and bring in that Spilas, which is resisting the Lick because of the Dark typing. Body Slam is going to be going through us and doing some nice damage. Power Whip, not very effective, so their only option is going to be Body Slam. We're going for the Dark Pulse to just do that much more damage while we get that stab. And I think we're going to go ahead and shield up this Body Slam here and see if we can Dragon Breath down. Beautiful. It did cost us a shield, but it was worth winning that matchup up against an XL Lickitung. Are you kidding me? Let's go. All right, Spilas putting in that work. Going for the Body Slam here on the Azumarill. And holy cow, that's an XL. That did hardly any damage. So we're not looking too hot here. At least we still do have the Nidoqueen. 1 shield left, granted. Unfortunately, they're going to be farming us down. Like we said, the bubble's not doing much, but we're in range for, unfortunately, to them farming us all the way down here, and we're not looking too hot. Now, I do come in here with the Nidoqueen, and as I was editing this, I was thinking, why didn't I just go in with the Mawile and just absorb the Ice Beam here? But it looks like we're just going to go in with Nidoqueen farm down. They still have 2 shields, and it is going to be a Sableye in the back. So this is actually going to be okay. Going to go ahead and go for that Poison Jab. We are shieldless, but well, our attacks are going to be resisted by that Sableye, and they do exactly what was up, and they do back out with 2 shields, and we're looking good. On to the next battle, and we're met with a Galvantula. Yeah, we like to see this one here. Lunge, it's going to do some nice damage, but we're not worried about it. Obviously, Discharge is doing nothing, really. Well, it's resisted. It's doing something. Shadow. They're going for the lunge, lowering our attack. We're going to go ahead and farm it all the way down here without having to even use a shield. In comes a Swampert, and we're just going to go straight for the Earth Power at this point because we have the Spilas putting on the pressure, doing some damage, and now at this point, it's going to be no problem to Dragon Breath down that Swampert over there. So we're looking good. All right, down goes Nidoqueen. They're instantly swapping into their Shiftry, so we're going to go ahead and bring in a Mawile. As soon as they see it, they're like, I'm good. It's go battle night. So also, I got to tell you something. I didn't back out when I had a bad lead. If I had a bad lead, swap, and it was hard countered, could have potentially won maybe, but I would probably just back out because I just didn't have time. I really didn't have time. I would just let them take the win and we would just move on with our day here. Anyways, we got a Talonflame. All right, this is always a good lead to see here. Gonna have to burn a shield, but we're still going to be putting on quite a bit of pressure onto that thing. So they're shielding it up. Okay, sounds good to me. I think I do shield this up. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and farm down unless they swap. So they're going to go ahead and let it go down and not lose that swap event. Oh, it's the Quag one. Oh, this was a good one. So many memorable battles that really actually stuck with me. So this was actually fun, and I was just thinking, okay, all right, we're going to have to go in with Spilas, and then we have to catch a Stone Edge with Mawile. And we have to really hope there's something back there that we can handle. So let's see how this plays out. We have to let the first one go because we have no shields or anything. But we're catching the next Stone Edge, which really good. Really good play. We needed this here. Not very effective. Still doing some damage. I have a Meganium in the back. Let's go. This Frenzy Plant is going to KO, unfortunately, but we're able to dig in quite significantly to about half health. In comes the Spilas, which is resisting the grass. Getting to the Body Slam, which we had energy already built up here. Think we're going to be able to pull this off. Dragon Breathing down. Let's go. In comes the Quag, and we Dragon Breath it down. Let's get it. All right. Having a blast over here with this thing. Next battle, we're going to be met with a Alolan Ninetales. Yeah, love to see that. They're swapping into a Medicham, and we're going to go ahead and bring in Mawile here. Okay, so this is not necessarily a great matchup. Our Fire Fang really does dig into it. They're going for the Psychic, which is not very effective, but still doing a lot of damage. So I decided the heck with it. We're just going to go for Iron Head. They shield it up. Of course they do. So I am pretty happy right now because as I'm editing this and stopping in between, all of the audio is sounding clean. So hope you are enjoying it. As a matter of fact, please give this video a thumbs up. It did take me quite some time to put together, so I would appreciate that. And it's, you know, go Battle League movie. Let's go, right? So we're going to go ahead and instantly swap it. It is going to be a Swampert here. Now we're kind of in a situation. We're just going to go ahead and go for the Poison Fang, building up to Earth Power. You know, they have that Ninetales in the back that they need to think about. So they're letting it go through and calling it, knowing that they could survive an Earth Power here. Going for another Poison Fang. Let's see if they want to let it go through. And they are. Okay, sounds good to me. Do believe we're going to actually shield this up and farm this thing down from here. Yes, we can do that because, well, we have lowered their defense by 2 stages. In comes the Ninetales, and we're going to instantly throw this Poison Fang here. Oh, yeah. They have 1 shield left. They're letting it go through. Maybe they realize it's over. They're just trying to play out the battle. But nonetheless, good games. They're shielding up that one. And then we're Poison Jabbing all the way down. Let's go. Alrighty. Next battle, folks. What are we going to see here? It is going to be another Nidoqueen mirror match, except theirs is not Shadow. It's going to be a little tankier, but not hitting as hard as ours here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just go for the Poison Fang after we did build up to the Earth Power. And let's see what they decide to do themselves. We did get a shield. They're going for Earth Power. So what's going on at this moment is we have more energy. Therefore, we're going to be able to get to the Earth Power sooner. They swap. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Poison Fang to lower that defense and then swap into our Mawile here. We could have went with this Spilas. We really could have, maybe should have, but looks like we're just going to go ahead and do this here. And go in for the Power Punch. And obviously, we're going to farm down here, leaving us with some nice energy after the Sableye goes down. But it doesn't matter because they go for return and almost KO. As you can see, Shadow Mawile is so squishy. Not very effective. Normal type still almost KO'd us. And we have a Scrafty back here. So we're going to go ahead and bring in the Nidoqueen as the Spilas does not want to see fighting. Alright, although the Dragon Breath will be doing quite a bit of damage, so we're just going to bring in the Nidoqueen to kind of wear it down here, letting the Foul Play. No! Shielding it up and calling it correctly. Good. They're swapping back into their Nidoqueen, and we're going to go ahead and lower that defense, then bring in our Spilas, and now we're going to go ahead and farm down, leaving us shieldless here. Are they going to go for Earth Power? Poison Fang it is. Can we farm it down? Not quite. It is going to be another Poison Fang. This is getting pretty close, folks. And they take us out. Oh my goodness. So what is the game plan here? Could have got off a Body Slam, but the thing is, Medicham, or this Scrafty would have farmed us extra. This was a loss, I think. Yep, good game. This is one of the losses here, so there you go. And it is what it is. Moving on to our next opponent. We're going to be met with another Nidoqueen. What do you know? All right, well, let's see how this matchup plays out. Man, so uploading this video is great, but at the same time, you're going to really have an opportunity to just watch this lengthy video and study my my battle strategies, although, you know, I'm uploading them all the time, so who cares, right? One of the disadvantages of being a content creator is you show the way you play, you show the teams that you make. So, hey, it's part of the territory here. So anyways, we are getting a shield after we go for the Poison Fang. Great. We're going to go ahead and shield up the Earth Power. Good call. We've used 2 shields. Let's see if they want to shield up this Nidoqueen here. And they're letting it go. All right, what are they going to bring in? A Scrafty? Sounds good to me. Since we're going to be able to lower the defense, we'll bring in Mawile after this to be able to handle this. No problem. And Poison Fang is still doing a good amount of damage. We're going to go ahead and swap now, and they do have an Azumarill in the back. Now, the reason why I did swap is I had a hunch that there would be a fairy, specifically the Azumarill, and I wanted to preserve the Nidoqueen, and I don't want it to go down quite yet, because even though we don't have a shield, we're still going to be able to really work that thing. So they're going for all their energy, which is great, on that Hydro Pump for the Mawile, bringing in the Nidoqueen, getting to the Poison Fang, and they're going to let it go through, and we take it out. Great. This Scrafty is not really looking too healthy here. And we have basically won this here. No problem. They're going for a Power Punch. Okay, we're getting to another Poison Fang. And we're looking good, folks. I'm going to go ahead and do that. They're shielding, swapping into Spilas here. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, those fighting moves are going to be super effective. Foul Play is resisted, and we're going to be able to Dragon Breath down and take the win with our good old 2-headed dragon Spilas. Let's go into the next battle. We're met with a Mew, and this is not particularly the worst and also not the best. You never know what moves they're going to have. More than likely Wild Charge, but you don't know if they're going to have Surf or Flame Charge. Flame Charge is still neutral, but Surf is super effective. So we're going to shield it up, and it is, in fact, Surf. Now we're going to go ahead and go for another Poison Fang here before they get off that Surf. See if they want to preserve that Mew. A little bit of lag here. Okay, all right. And when is the lag going to go? Right, so I don't know if they were going to maybe try to shield that, but let's see what happens here. Oh, this is not good. So they think they closed their app, or yeah, that's Go Battle for you. Go Battle League, right? It's not like I'm proud of that battle. I guess through editing, I just forgot to take that out. But yep, that kind of thing happens, unfortunately. And during Go Battle Night, you know, I was being a good sportsman, and I do it all the time. Like I've said, if I somehow get a 3rd shield, I'll let them build up to the charge move again. It could be a horrible situation because I could just farm you down at that point because it's not a mutual. Well, okay, I won't farm you. I'll just get to the charge move, you know. So Go Battle Night though is another story. There's just too many things, too many battles, so you just kind of have to get it over with. If you know it's a loss. If I personally knew it was a loss, I would just, you know, kind of back out from some of them. I'm not saying that you should do that. You already know how I feel. Play the whole thing out, for sure. But yeah, anyways, there's that explanation for that lag over there. So, yeah, we have the Umbreon here. We're looking good. Now, fun thing with the Nidoqueen is to lower the defense. Go in here with the Mawile, and then, you know, you're doing more damage. You're looking good. Even though we're Steel and Fairy type, we're still taking a ton of damage from Last Resort and from the Foul Play. You gotta love that squishy Shadow Mawile, but it is my mascot here. So they're bringing in a Medicham. We're gonna go for a Power Punch. Why? I don't know. We could, oh, because it has no health. Duh. Okay. Pay attention, Poke. All right, so that was a good thing. We vamped up the Fire Fang. In comes Venusaur, and we've done so much damage. Look at that stinking thing. Let's go. Bringing in the Spilas here. GG's. GG's. Sludge Bomb is not going to do it. And Frenzy Plant's resisted, but still does a bunch of damage, and we're able to farm that thing down. All right, into the next battle. We're going to be met with a Qwilfish. Now, this is not particularly good for our Nidoqueen here, because the Aqua Tail is going to be able to be spammed very fast. We did make a video on the Qwilfish, and wow, it is very good. Pretty squishy, but performs great. Earth Power obviously will one-shot it. So the threat of having that energy is there. Let's go ahead and go for the Poison Fang. They're going to be using a shield. Perfect. We've lowered their defense. We're just going to go for another one. It's obvious we are because we didn't build up energy. So they're letting it go through. Now, I think we're just going to let the Nidoqueen go. I don't remember if I come in here with Mawile. I think I do because the defense is down. Oh, now it's Spilas. Okay, let's just instantly take it out. No playing around. And you can't even see what that is, but I do believe it's a Scrafty. Yeah. Because of the Dragon Breath discovery. Yeah, yep, Scrafty. So, you know, fighting is going to be hurting us. We're going to go ahead and let this go through. We want to hold on to the shield, expecting that Power Punch. We both simultaneously swap, and they go into Skarmory, I go into Mawile, and this is GG's. Because what's going to happen here is we're just going to vamp up our Fire Fang with this Power Punch, and by the time Scrafty comes in, it's really just going to run right through it. So that's their only chance there with that charge move. They have a shield left, but it doesn't matter. They can shield this up. We're just going to vamp up the Fire Fang even more. And yeah, if this is foul play, it is going to do some nice damage. It is just a Power Punch, and we take the win with the Mawile Fire Fang. Looking good, folks. So right, we're 20 minutes in. Let's get it. Into the next battle, we're met with a Altaria with the Nidoqueen. Now, I don't mind this matchup at all. It's actually pretty good for us, as a matter of fact. It's going to cost us a shield to win this, but we will be able to come out on top, and with energy as well. So shield up the first fly attack. I was going to say fly attack. Wow. It's been a long yesterday and morning. So shield up the sky attack. Going for Poison Fang. They did catch it with their Jellicent. And alright, you want to know the story behind the Spilas and why I'm using it? I already explained because of the fairies, but another reason is because of the dang Jellicent. Yeah, those things are super annoying. So we're going to go ahead and handle it with the Spilas here. If they have Ice Beam, it's going without saying. It's obviously going to do a lot of damage. Bubble Beam, no. Shadow Ball, not happening. So they're coming in with a Medicham. We don't get off our energy because I was trying to get off a Dark Pulse like a greedy fool. And we're down a shield. So we could have at least gotten off a Body Slam and done a little bit of chip, which would have helped us out. But let's go. So they're going for an Ice Punch. And we're letting that one go through. Going for a Power Punch here. Not even building up to an Iron Head. They're shielding it up, though. Great. And vamping up that Fire Fang. Don't think we are shielding it up. Okay. They're swapping into Altaria. We're going to go ahead and retreat with energy. Bring in the Nidoqueen. Getting to the Poison Fang. Looking good-ish. I don't know. Not really. This battle is honestly not looking too great. What do they have in the back is the question. Sky Attack taking us out. Mawile, can you handle it? What? Did I ask what they have in the back? Wow. See, I'm out of it, guys. It's the Medicham, duh. Going for the Iron Head and taking the win. Let's go. All right, on to the next battle here. And oh, okay, well, this is, no, it's not comfortable, let's put it that way, because you have to call that Earthquake. They build up to an Earthquake, they go for a Rock Slide that get your shield. They build up to another Rock Slide to get your shield, or another Earthquake to get your shield with the Rock Slide again. You know, it's all these mind games. So we're calling that correctly. It's just a Rock Slide, great. And that's a Rock Slide as well. But here's the thing. If you're wondering why would they go for a Rock Slide, well, they don't need to go for an Earthquake at this point because we're Shadow. They're doing a lot of damage, and they're going to be effectively able to farm us down here. Granted, we're getting to another Earth Power, but they're going to be able to farm us down almost. They didn't want to use that shield, so we use 0 shields. Just let that sink in, okay? So we're good. So they're bringing in a Venusaur, we're bringing in Mawile, and they have a Pelipper back there. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Spilas, which is resisting those Weather Balls. So again, a good battle, and they already know what it is. They back out. We take that win ski. Looking good. On to our next opponent. I will never say that again, okay? Never. That was weird. All right, so we have a Medicham here. So the way I like to play this out is make sure I'm counting if they build up to a potential Psychic Shield, because we don't want to take the risk. If they go for Ice Punch, well, so be it. We had to do what we had to do. So they're going for an Ice Punch. They're swapping into an Umbreon. We're going to go ahead and lower that defense like we've seen before. It's a fun strategy while they're locked in there. Going in with the Mawile here. Now, if you're thinking, why not Spilas? I don't know. I just went in with the Mawile. Both of them kind of work, but I'm going to tell you why. Because they can go for Last Resort, which is actually neutral damage to the Spilas as opposed to Mawile resisting both the Dark and the Normal. Granted, it is squishy, but it is going to work out a little bit better and not really force us to use a shield or anything, right? And that's why. So we're taking them down, farming down. They have 2 shields, bringing in that Medicham. We're going for Iron Head. Not necessary. Could have went Power Punch and then Fire Fang some more. Yeah, that would have been probably a better option, but hey, Woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? So obviously we're going to come back in here with the Nidoqueen and shield this up, maybe. Yeah, it is another Ice Punch, predicting maybe a Psychic, and they have a Shiftry. I'm going to go ahead and lower that defense, and you know what Spilas likes to see? A Grass and Dark type Pokemon, just like this one here. You know what? And here we go. Shieldless battle, we are farming down, I do believe, and then when the Medicham comes in, we're just going to simply Body Slam. You know, these Leaf Blades are resisted, but they're still doing some damage because that's just Shiftry for you. The thing hits very hard, but very squishy. Going for that Body Slam on the Medicham. We're going to be taking the win with the Spilas. Let's go. So what do you think, folks? Pretty cool, right? This thing is awesome. Let's start seeing more of these people use this thing. You already can see it now. Spilas videos. Here we go. All around. Anyways, we have a absolute mirror match. Shadow Nidoqueen versus Shadow Nidoqueen. Who's going to win it? Let's see. We call the Earth Power correctly. Good. And we're going to go ahead and go for the Poison Fang here. And they're shielding as well. So now we are up on energy. Great. We're going to go ahead and go for Earth Power ourselves. If they want to double up on those shields, that sounds good to me. And they do. Okay. So we have to call this. Are they going to go Poison Fang or Earth Power? We're going to go ahead and shield it. And it is a Poison Fang. Who's going to get to this Earth Power first? They were able to sneak in more energy. You got to love that lag. Yeah, you got to... Yep. If you want to call it, oh, they snuck in quick moves between the charge moves. Yeah, that's not supposed to be a real function. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and Dragon Breath down in a shieldless battle. They're bringing in a Lickitung. We're going to go ahead and go for Dark Pulse here. And the reason why I say that's not a real function is because not both trainers, people participating in that battle, can take part in benefiting from the piggyback or whatever the heck they want to call it, right? You know, might as well just make it a boogeyman attack, boogeyman power, because it's not real. It doesn't benefit both people, and it really depends on the server, right? Simple as that. And the connection. Sometimes you stop. Sometimes you just don't get your quick moves through because the server's slow down. And that's why I'm so annoyed by this whole like stick a quick move through, and then they talk down to some of them talk down to other people that they're quite literally battling, who don't even like have any association with them, as if they should know this imaginary thing. Give me a break. Anyways, as you can tell, I don't like it. I keep going on about it. We're up against a Swampert, and here's exactly the situation. So we were talking about this in the beginning. We're going to let this one go through. We lowered the defense. That's a Shadow. We can still do this with a regular Swampert. Well, we're going to go in here with Spilas and farm down. They're going to barely just make it to their charge move, but not get it off. And now we're loaded up on energy here. They're probably going to have something to counter this. Oh, it's going to be an Umbreon. So this is actually an okay matchup because, you know, they're going to have to go last resort. We're resisting the quick move, so I guess that's okay, I suppose. And we're just going to carry on here with these Body Slam spams with these Spilas. Looking good while the Dragon Breath is starting to eat away at it. Obviously, they're going to go for... Oh, okay. Now, I don't know what happened there. Maybe they only have one move. Let's see. Okay, maybe, yeah. Sometimes some people just don't have the Stardust, guys. Simple as that. Simple as that. There's no need to say anything negative. We're going to go ahead and go for the Power Punch to just vamp it up. Super effective as well. They're using their last shield, which tells me there's something back there that they don't want to see with Mawile. And it is a Skarmory. Yep, there you go. We've won. GG's. Give it Mawile and Itch. It will take a mile up against the right typings. And we're looking good here. Almost farming it down. We will shield this up. Yes, we will. Resisting the quick move on the Umbreon. Gonna go for the Power Punch, take the win. Looking good. We're gonna let it go, but there's no need. This might as well just run right through it with the Mawile, right? Let's get it. On to our next battle. 30 minutes in, and there you go. Hey, we got that streamer. Starting it off with a horrible lead with his Golbat here. So we're really gonna have to pull some tricks out of my bag. Now, what was my thought process? I'm gonna get into the commentary. I was just thinking, oh, crap. Bad lead. The Chads are gonna go bananas. So we're swapping to catch. Must say, pretty clean catch here with the Spilas Dark type. They're swapping into a Sable. Oh nope, it's not Sableye. It's a Scrafty. And we're just gonna go Body Slam, obviously, because that's neutral. They're gonna be farming up here, so we're getting countered pretty hard through and through. Not making excuses, but it's the facts. Bringing in the Nidoqueen here, and gonna let this foul play go through, unfortunately. Getting to the Poison Fang, which should take out the Scrafty if they let it go through. And they are. Okay, both of us holding on to our shields. Bringing in the Mawile, and as soon as I seen that Sableye, I'm not going to lie, I was thinking, well, I think I won this maybe. Okay, let's not get too cocky, but I think I got this in the bag. Let's go. So we're going for a power-up punch to just vamp up our thing. Yeah, we're getting a shield. Great. They're swapping into Golbat, and oh, I'm not able to farm that sucker down. Are you kidding me? And I use my shield. Oh, Poison Fang. I figured it was that. I just knew I needed to save my health. Now, if you want to analyze this and you want to see how I could have won if I didn't shield that up, well, I still think I would have lost. I honestly still think if I didn't shield that Poison Fang, I would have lost this. Good game nonetheless. It was an uphill battle. It's always nice getting good leads, but to him, I must say, good game. All right, on to our next battle here, and we're met with a Jellicent. So this is kind of like the Swampert play. I kind of would like to go for the Earth Power, though, to be honest. We're letting that Bubble Beam go through, so we are going to go Earth Power. Okay, so it doesn't play out quite like the Swampert, but in the sense that we're not swapping, because if we do, it's not good, right? So we're just going to hold our ground here and hope there's no Azumarill in the back, because if they're running a Jellicent, probably not going to run an Azumarill too. Maybe. Yeah, well, no, who knows? We're going for another Earth Power. It's not doing much because those Bubble Beams are really lowering our attack here. And they're getting off another Bubble Beam, lowering our attack. Gotta love it. And another, and another, and another. It's okay, because I plan on swapping anyways. So they're going to do their thing there. We still have 2 shields. They're not doing too much damage. And they have a Stunfisk, regular. We're swapping into Mawile. This is obviously a horrible matchup. Absolutely. Mud Bomb is doing a ton. And I'm just banking on whatever they have on the back. The Spilas being good up against it. And what do you know? It is a Talonflame. They're not able to farm much. We have 2 shield and energy resisting the quick moves. I think we can pull this off. Because the Stunfisk's electric moves are resisted, the only thing it can do for neutral is the Mud Bomb. And still, it's not the strongest hitting move around. It's okay. So they're going for a Flame Charge. We're shielding it up because we got to be safe over here. Getting off this Body Slam and getting it through because there's no more shields over there. And this is where I was getting excited. I was like, yeah, let's go Spilas. Let's go, buddy. Oh, Paolo, friend. Letting it go through, calling a discharge. Are you kidding me? Let's get it. And getting off this Dark Pulse, which is going to almost take the win. They're getting off another charge move, so we're going to shield this up. And Spilas finishing it off with the Dragon Breath. Let's go. All right. I hope you have a snack because we got quite the lengthy video. He met with another Jellicent and I smacked my face like, come on, I'm getting sick and tired of these Jellicent leads. So we're going to go ahead and let it go through. We got another Bubble Beamer. We're going to go ahead and go for that Earth Power. And staying here with the Nidoqueen, doing some nice damage. Okay. Going for Poison Fang this time. Just saying the heck with it. I just want to lower that defense and take it out quicker because I'm not trying to get hit by a couple of Bubble Beams like before. So let's see. Oh, we're shielding it up. Oh, we're totally playing this differently. This is not, I don't think this will KO, right? Not quite, but those quick moves will. So that was a waste of a shield, basically. Bringing in Spilas. The only thing it did was preserve us not getting hit by a Bubble Beam and lowering our attack. And they have a Ninetales, a Alolan with Powdered Snow. It could be worse. It could be Charm. So we're going to go ahead and swap in a Mawile. And we've seen an Altaria back there. And I'm thinking, okay, we can win this. Okay, yeah, no problem. We can still take this. We have a shield left. Let's go ahead and go for Iron Head. They let this go through its GGs, basically. Okay, good. Even if we didn't get that through, I think we still could have pulled this off anyhow. So, gonna go for the Power Up Punch now. Because they don't want this Mawile to get through. Yeah, exactly. They're using that last shield, regardless of what my charge move was gonna be, because I need to keep that thing alive. Going for a Sky Attack. We're shielding it up. And they're swapping into their Ninetales. Weather Ball is going to almost KO, but not quite. We are vamped, but look at the damage. Still putting in the work. Bringing in the Spilas here, and nope. No bueno, unfortunately. It was looking good for us, right? Not quite, unfortunately. We're not going to be able to pull this one off. Or are we? No. Dragon Breath by the Altaria, and they take the win. Good game. Very close there. Bet you they were excited about that one. Into the next battle, we're met with a Skunk Tank. Something new, something fresh. Or maybe something not so fresh and stinky, right? The stinky. All right. Anyway, Shadow versus Shadow here. We know they have Crunch. We need to look out for that. Probably Flamethrower as well. They don't need a Poison Charge move because Poison Jab is doing enough, especially as a Shadow. I'm guessing is what they have there. We're swapping into Spilas. Finally, we have this matchup here. Please no Ice Beam. Oh, brother. Alright, so since they do have Hex as the quick move, at least that's resisted, so we're going to be able to survive. If they had Bubble, also resisted, so I guess whatever. And we're not quite able to farm down. They were probably about to get to their charge move. It's not worth it. We're just going to go ahead and throw it. Doesn't matter. We need to win this matchup here. It's fine that they still have 2 shields. At least we're going to be able to come in here with a counter to some degree, and that is going to be Nidoqueen, I guess. We're resisting the poison. But the other charge moves we need to look out for. We're just going to go for the Poison Fang. It is resisted, but watch. If they let it, it's still doing damage. And now we can farm down with the Poison Jab. So we're going to shield this Crunch up here. And they have a Medicham in the back. So it's looking a little iffy. It's looking a little iffy here. So since they locked themselves in, we're going to farm a little bit extra with the Nidoqueen. And then bring in the Mawile. We're resisting everything. Well, the fighting is neutral. The Psychic is neutral. And it still hurts a lot. Well, the Psychic is resisted. It's just a Shadow Mawile. So we're going for the Power Punch, vamping it up, getting that last shield out of them here, and taking them out. Beautiful. And we're going to be able to take them out with the Poison Fang on the Nidoqueen up against that Stunfisk. All right, we came full circle here. Looking good on to the next battle, folks. 35 minutes in. Oh my goodness, time flies. Let's go. We met with a Ferrothorn, and this is not great. You know, both the Pokemon in the back, not particularly Spilas, but Mawile is just obviously going to eat it alive, quite literally. Take it out in maybe 2 seconds, right? With that Fire Fang, going for a Power Whip, we're shielding it up because it's still going to hurt us being ground type. Just because we're poison doesn't mean we're completely immune here, and we're Shadow too, so we kind of want to hold on to that. We go in and take out that Ferrothorn with energy, and before they even know what hits them, let's go. And they're bringing in a Pelipper. This is resisted Iron Head, but still, yes, looking good. I'm loving this. We're going to let the Weather Balls go through here. Mawile put in the work. They have a Talonflame back there coming in and farming us down. So we're going to go ahead and bring in, I don't know, Spilas, right? No, Nidoqueen. Because we need to make sure we go up against the Pelipper with the Spilas is resisted to water damage. At least we're going to have them get off their energy, and Nidoqueen's absorbing it while lowering the defense. Now we swap into Spilas to do the work here. We don't know if this is going to be a Brave Bird. We haven't been counting, so we're shielding it up. It is a Flame Charge. Can we farm down? Spilas is the, I was going to say the man. It's the dragon. All right. Okay, so we're going to be able to get to the Body Slam. And I think this is the one where they go for Weather Ball. Yeah, I don't know why. You would have thought they had Hurricane, right? But we take the win. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens, and we take the win here. Looking good. I'm not going to question it too much. Into the next battle here, we're going to be met with a Bastiodon. This is good. This is straight up good. Now, I'm going to give you a little tip. Just go for Earth Power. They're swapping into a Razor Leaf Tropius, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our Mawile here. Could have bring in the Spilas, but we're resisting, again, all of the charge moves, whether it be Grass or Flying with the Mawile. Plus, look at this farm down. Are you kidding? We could have taken it out quicker, but there's no need. It did what it needed to do for that situation. Bringing in the Bastiodon. Now, I should have went Power Punch Iron Head. Should have went Iron Head here, but I go for another Power Punch. It is what it is, you know? So we're just going to get farmed down there by the Bastiodon, bringing back Nidoqueen, and they're going to be coming in with Medicham. And Spilas doesn't want to see that because, well, it's Dark type. So what are we going to do? We'll figure it out. No problem. Don't worry. It's not over until it's over. But we're kind of in a weird situation because, well, the Bastiodon's going to resist the Dragon Breath, the Body Slam. We're going to have to get to a Dark Pulse, which is still not reliable up against it. So we're swapping here. And what we're going to have them do is use up all their energy. All right, what you're about to see is advanced strategy. I stopped attacking intentionally. So I can come in here and farm down extra, have more energy ready to go. We do resist the quick move on Bastiodon, but it really is starting to add up. And what I needed to do was stop attacking with the Spilas, farm a little extra with the Nidoqueen so we can get loaded up and take out that Bastiodon. And they just let it go through. They figure, oh, yeah, you're going to get to another one. So they just ended it there. Good game. On to the next one. We're met with a Galarian Stunfisk. Okay. Going to go ahead and go straight for the Earth Power here. I figured this is what we're going to start doing. Might as well. And they're shielding it up. Okay, sounds good. Getting that first shield out of them. Do we call this? It is an Earthquake. We call it correctly. Beautiful. All right, so what is it going to be? Is this another Earthquake? Oh, I think it is. So we're going to shield up, doubling it up, doubling down on this here, expecting them to do the same as well. Really going to have to come with the Master... Oh, they're letting it go through and swapping and locking. All right, let's go bringing in the Mawile here, and we're looking quite nice, even though we're shieldless. That's okay. Mawile loves this matchup because of the resistance with the Steel and Fairy is so great. The Dragon Breaths are virtually doing nothing. You know, they're relying on the Sky Attack to do the damage. You can go ahead and go for that non-stab Moonblast. Still not going to help. So we're going to be able to win this matchup here without shielding a single thing. Looking good. And they're coming in with, oh, what was that? Were they trying to, like, bait? Oh, yeah, I think they were. So we're not going to fall for it. We're just going to farm it anyways. And going for the Iron Head, which is not very effective, but still better than a Power Punch. And then going for the Poison Fang here to try to get the shield. Spilas is going to be able to handle this. So at this point, all we're doing is stalling and pressure. And now we're going to be able to Dragon Breath down. Ice Beam me. Go ahead, Ice Beam me. Doesn't matter anymore. Oh, it's a Shadow Ball. Beautiful. Go ahead and Shadow Ball me again, but we're just going to Dragon Ball... Dragon Ball what? Dragon Ball Z? Guys, it's a long video. It's a long night, okay? I'm not all here. Alright, so we have the next matchup up against a Venusaur here. This is fine. Actually, this is great. Okay, they're letting that first Poison Fang go through, and after that does happen, well, it's basically GG's here. We're going to shield up that Frenzy Plant. They're swapping into a Sableye. We're going to go ahead and bring in Spilas here. And look at that. Dragon Breath. This Spilas is so fun. Let's go. Let's put this thing on the map again. Alright, so they're getting that return through, and that's a horrible thing. We're getting off of the Dark Pulse because Body Slam's resisted. Figured might as well go ahead and go for that to see if we can get it through, but they're shielding it up, which is fine. I figured, yeah, we're going to go ahead and bring in the Mawile here because the Poison Fang, or Poison Jab is not very effective to the Sableye because of the Ghost typing. Poison Fang as well, obviously. And they have a Venusaur come back. Okay, we're going to go ahead and just vamp up our Fairy Fang with the power-up punch here. And they gave up. Okay, sounds good to me. You gotta, oh man. This is ultimate spice right here, folks. You like it? You like the spiciness? Let's go. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, turn those notifications on. Met with the Bastiodon. They swap into Victory Bell. And I'm going to say we already won this, honestly. And I'm saying that because this is a Bastiodon Shadow Vic team. I'm not going to say anything negative, but if you're using that team, well, I'm not going to be too nice, okay? So we're going to go ahead and continue on here. This is looking beautiful. Wonder what's in the back. Maybe a Medicham? Maybe an Azumarill? We'll have to see. Maybe a Skarmory? Maybe a Skarmory. So we're going to go ahead and let it go. That's fine. Now what we're going to do is bring in Spilas here, and we're going to farm them down. Confuse the hell out of them. No, it's a Tropius. Wow, that's something unique and different. Okay, interesting. They're going with some really something here, right? This team, man. We're going to go ahead and go for another Body Slam. And putting on the pressure, getting their first shield, okay. While we resist their quick move, which would typically tear through everything. This team is disgusting. And we're going to go ahead and swap into our Nidoqueen here and get off this Poison Fang. Putting on the pressure, do they want a shield? I'm assuming they're going to back out right after this. Yeah. Oh, they let us farm. Oh, okay. They just sit still and we farm them down with the Poison Jab. Let's go. Very rare occasion there. And we're met with a Medicham for our next battle. Okay. Gonna go for the Poison Fang, and I feel comfortable in this matchup. I really do. It's a good matchup. Nidoqueen is taking everything by storm. Is it too OP? I don't think so. I think it's very good, but we've had other Pokemon doing the similar thing. Azumarill? Charmers? So what's wrong with the little poison getting a little love over here? Yeah. Don't like it when it flips around, huh? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and... No, shield up in a Dynamic Punch. That was a lot of energy, so I don't blame myself for shielding that. Right. Alright, so getting off that Poison Fang, farming a little extra with Nidoqueen before we retreat into our Spilas here, getting to the Body Slam. If they have Blizzard, so be it. This Spilas is doing what it needs to do right now, and it's taking care of the Water-type Pokemon that we need out of here. They're hitting us with a Blizzard, which is perfectly fine. We're just going to go ahead and go in here with the Nidoqueen and farm it down. Whoa, we didn't farm it down. I think we got a little nervous that they might get off a Wither Ball because Politoed spamminess is just ridiculous. And they have a Galarian Stunfisk they tried to catch, but they didn't succeed. Beautiful. That's what we call holding the line, holding your charge moves, and knowing if you should get it off or not, right? Anyways, they're getting off a Rock Slide. We're swapping into Mawile, and we take the win by Fire Fang. On to our next opponent. We're going to be seeing a Galvantula. You gotta love it. So they're swapping into the Galarian Stunfisk. We're going to go ahead and go for the Earth Power. And I think we stay here for just a second before until they... Oh, wow, that's just great. Okay. So, I think we shield this up. It is an Earthquake. Great call. Swapping into our Mawile to farm down. Because we know they have Galvantula. What else you got? Azumarill? Oh, Metacham. Okay, perfect. That's fine by me. Getting to the Iron Head. If they let this go through, we will be looking very good. Oh, we're in Smile Town now. Beautiful. Because if the Mawile gets through, it's going to Fire Fang down that thing. They're going for an Ice Punch, not quite able to KO, but they're taking us down, no problem. We're just going to go ahead and go in here with the Nidoqueen. We're going to let this go through because the Spilas is going to be able to Dragon Breath down the Galvantula, seeing that we resist the Electric, even after we lower its defense. Yes, Lunge is going to hurt, but we still have a shield left. So let's go ahead and bring in that Spilas and just rip and tear through that Galvantula. We're going to shield this up. It is a Lunge. Would have done a ton of damage. Real lot damage. Getting to another one. We're going to survive. That's fine. Resisting the quick move. But this charge is so slow. It doesn't really matter. And we hit the Body Slam. We don't even need to hit all those. I figure they're going to shield. We should have just Dragon Breath down. And we're taking the win. On to our next opponent. We're met with a Jellicent again. Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and, get to the Earth Power. Earth Power. Letting this charge move go through Ice Beam or Bubble Beam. Bubble Beam it is. So they're lowering our attack. Getting off the Earth Power here. And then I do believe we want to throw a Poison Fang after this. Just to get it primed for our next Pokemon. Just to, take it out quicker than usual. Alright, Poison Fang. Let's see. I don't think they're going to shield it up. There's no way. Unless they're... Yeah, they're counting. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and let this go through. No problem. They're going to get off a Bubble Beam on the Spilas. That is just... Or not. Okay. All right. Great. What do you have back there? Registeel. Yeah. This is another one of those memorable battles. First Registeel I seen for Go Battle Night. As a matter of fact, I haven't really been seeing them around at all. They have a Nidoqueen, Mawile, Shadow, buddy, Opalo friend. It's time to shine. Let's get it. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Iron Head. They did go for the Poison Fang, lowering our defense. They let that go through. Maybe they thought we were going to go for a Power Punch, so it's an unlucky call. Going for another Poison Fang, lowering our defense. It doesn't matter because Lock On is... It does nothing. It does nothing. You can do damage, but it's nothing to be worried about compared to what we're doing to that thing with our Fire Fang and Power Punch. Are you kidding me? Shielding it up. We bring in the Spilas just to absorb the charge move. We didn't need to do that. I figured they were going to maybe build up to 2 of those Focus Blasts or around that because you can't quite build to 2. So we just did that play. All right, good game. Moving on to our next one here. We're met with an Altaria. Again, this is a great matchup for us here. And take notes, folks. If you're using Shadow Nidoqueen, take notes. These are a lot of battles and a lot of specific plays going on here that you could learn a lot. Simulations are great. It's good to go and see all the simulations and see how things work and see how the matchups could potentially run to see how your team is going to perform in general, what it's rated. But there's nothing like going into the field and just testing things out yourself. Seeing it happen is the best visual and the best learning experience. So we're going to go ahead and go for the farm down on the Hypno here. They're going for Fire Punches, giving us the clear and go to farm it down. No Ice Punch, no Focus Blast. Looking good. Those two heads are fighting amongst each other right now. Going to go ahead and go for the Dark Pulse here. And we're getting it through, doing an okay amount of damage. Now we're going to go ahead and throw Body Slam because I figure they're going to shield now. Letting it go through as well, but it's okay because a Body Slam is still alright. That Dragon Breath is going to follow up and just tear it apart. Letting the Mud Bomb go through. They're swapping into the Altaria to get us out of here with our energy. You got me. You got me. Bringing in the Mawile. And we love to see the Altaria here. And I'm going to let this go through, of course, because, well, even that Moon Blast, like we were discussing, is not really going to threaten us at all. And we're farming down, bringing in that regular Stunfisk. And even though they have 2 shields, it doesn't really matter at this point. They're letting it go. They figure they lost. Yep, and they did. Good game, though. Moving on to our next opponent here. And we're going to be seeing a Alolan Raichu. Finally, something new. Is this good? Well, it's obviously good. The only thing we have to really worry about is obviously Psychic. And also Grass Knot's not going to be too appreciated from the Shadow Nidoqueen. So we're going to go ahead and shield this up. Well, they did let that Poison Fang go through. Wow. Calling that there. bringing in a Medicham. We're still not in a horrible position here. No, not at all. Although Spilas and Shadow Mawile would have loved to go up against that Alolan Raichu, but it is what it is. Going for an Ice Punch. We're using our shield here, and we're just going to go for that Poison Fang. And folks, I'm still in Happy Town right now. This whole video has been nothing but smooth sailing for the audio. It's just nice, you know, when the equipment that you paid good money for works. It's just so good. Anyways, we're up against the Talonflame here. They're farming us to Funky Town. Okay, okay, not good. So I think we're going to go Spilas to maybe absorb a Flame Charge. I figure that's what they're going to go for first. All right, good call. Good call. And farming it down. Are you kidding me? Let's go. It is over. It's over. Yep. Dynamic Punch would take us out, but Ice Punch is not. And then we Dragon Breath that thing out. Looking good. All right. There's voice crackles. It's a long video. Okay. All right. And we're met with a Galarian Stunfisk here. Just going to go straight for the Earth Power. Straight for it. Now, why not test other teams out throughout this entire experience here? I just wanted to make it a clean-cut Spilas video, showcasing Mawile and Shadow Nidoqueen as well. And I figured, let's just learn the heck out of this team while we can do all these battles, right? They're bringing in Shadow Purified. Woo! I need to go have another cup of coffee, guys. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and go for Power Punch here. Just vamp up our Fire Fang. Maybe get a shield, seeing that we did build up to Iron Head. They're letting it go through. Of course, everybody's psychic when it comes to that. And we're going to go ahead and go for another Power Punch. And yeah, I don't know if we're letting it go. It's not quite time to preserve that Mawile right here. Gonna go ahead and bring in the Nidoqueen and farm down because they're so low. And they're bringing in a Venusaur. Oh! Let's go. This is just too good here. Gonna go ahead and throw that Poison Fang here. Swap into our Spilas and really start to farm up here. Let this go through, no problem. Sludge Bomb, Frenzy Plant, it all is the same to me. That Sludge Bomb's doing a lot more, and they back out after they get it off. They're like, whoa! Alright, it's GG's. Okay, good game. Moving on. Got a few more battles for you folks. I can't believe it's already almost over. This video is going to take so long for it to process. I'm going to go get some lunch. I'm going to go take Athena for a walk. I'm going to go put away some laundry. I'm going to go put away the dishes. I'm going to clean up a little bit. I can do all that stuff. That's the time right there. When the videos are in the processing phase, that's like my little free time. You know, maybe I can lounge around, or I can take the opportunity to start doing things that I need to do, right? There's no time to be lazy when you got a constant upload video process here. All right, so we are going to be bringing in these Spilas here to... Thought I was going to take them out, but of course they're going to be getting off a Bubble Beam, and now we've locked ourselves with the lowered attack. Lovely. And we preserved the Nidoqueen with what? 2 HP? I guess we can use it to catch, but that's going to be very tricky, and we have to time it perfectly. Literally, down to the second. So, we're not looking too hot here. Lowered attack Spilas up against a Mandibuzz. It's okay, but we could have been doing better here. That Jellicent literally had 1 HP. All right, we're going to let this go through as well. And just hope that there's no Azumarill or Alolan Marowak in the back. I mean, or another Mawile. Yeah, that would actually be bad, right? But it is going to be a Galarian Stunfisk, so I think we're going to be okay. I think everything is going to be all right because we have 2 shields left. So, you know what? It's not going to be all right. It's going to be Chef's kiss. All right, give it an inch, take a mile. So we're going to shield everything up here. Shielding this up as well. I already know these were going to be rock slides. They're baiting me. It doesn't matter. We just need to survive this. Getting it to the power-up punch on the Mandibuzz. And we are going to be able to Fire Fang down. Not quite. But we still have 2 Pokemon that are going to go in here and handle business. I don't know who I enter in with. Oh, okay. Spilas. That's fitting. Taking the win. Looking good. On to our next opponent here. We got like, what, 2 more battles? So let's go. All right, we're met with a Talonflame. And, well, this is great. No problem at all. Just got to be careful for that Brave Bird, of course. It doesn't really matter because we shield up the first one anyways. Not going to take any chances. Wasn't counting. At this point of the day, I was like, meh. Like, I could keep going on and on and on and on with these battles, but what I was thinking is, holy cow, this is going to be a lot to edit. It's not that I didn't want to keep battling, it's just, I don't want to let any of this go to waste here. So we're up against the Hypno. I'm going to go ahead and let this go through it, and it's a nice punch, but that's okay because we resist the confusion. with the dark typing. So at least we'll be able to survive that. They're letting it go. Well, they have no shields. They're letting it go. They have no more shields left. They're bringing in the Shiftry here. And again, big smile on my face because Mawile. Let's go. No more shields left. Shiftry can still put on some hurting to the Mawile. That's for sure. Leaf Blade is going to do a dent. Foul Play also going to put a nice dent onto the Shadow Mawile. So as you can see, look at that. Half health. Bingo. And they're bringing in Talonflame. What am I going to do? How is this going to play out? We don't have much health. What's going to happen here? We'll take a look. Getting to the Fire Fang. Poison Fang. Oh my goodness, guys. And we're taking the win. Let's go. All right. All right, so I just checked, and I thought there was only a couple more battles left, but there's 6. It's like, I love doing this and all, but I'm hungry. All right, so we're up against an Alolan Marowak, and it's okay. You know, it's another one of those nerve-wracking things. It's like, who's going to get the charge move through? So they're going for the Bone Club. Technically, the Alolan Marowak doesn't have to really worry about using baits themselves. It's just simply Bone Club, Bone Club, Bone Club. But they have to call whether or not we're going for Earth Power or Poison Fang, so there is that. So they are using both shields. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Spilas here, and they're swapping into Shiftry. What in the world is back? Whether they have a Sableye or something? Must be. But they're going into Shiftry. We resist everything they throw here. We're going to be able to farm it down. Leaf Blade, okay, no problem. And we're farming down. Fantastic. And it's a Ferrothorn. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and go for the Dark Pulse here. This is going to go through it. Dragon Breath is resisted, but it is slowly but surely eating away here. We're definitely going to let this go through. Come in with Mawile and start taking control. Looking just great. And we're not quite taking them out. They're bringing in their Alolan Marowak. We're going for the Power-Up Punch. Why would I do this? Because just watch. Just watch the magic. Going to let this go through. We're crazy, right? Am I crazy? I don't know. Bringing in the, what? Spilas, Dragon Breath down, and we're able to get to the Body Slam. Are you kidding me? Spilas put in work here. What did you think? Mawile is going to put in all that work? I can't let it just shine the whole time. Got to get our double dragon in here. And again, we're met with another Galarian and Stunfisk. What do you know? Okay, so gonna go ahead and go for the Earth Power. Now, just a little fun fact, you can let this go through, and the poison jabs do so little that you can potentially still win this matchup. So, just a little fun fact there. They're going for Earthquake. We call it correctly. They're swapping into Pelipper. We're going to go ahead and bring in Spilas, and you already know what it is. Body Slam spam. They go for Hurricane. That's okay. That sounds good to me. They're letting it go through, holding onto their shield. Very nice call, because they know they're simply going to get to the Hurricane. They'll handle this. If we shield it up, well, we'll be shieldless. So, yeah, that's just all these things you have to think about as you're battling here. Bringing in the Mawile to farm down that water type. Okay, very good. They're bringing in the Galarian Stunfisk. We farm it down with Mawile. Okay, they have a Venusaur in the back. We're going to go ahead and farm it down. Okay, and we're taking the win. All right. Next battle, folks. I keep thinking, oh, couple more, but man, these battles really do squeeze in here for just a few minutes. You don't even know. All right, so we're up against the Ninetales, and they're going to be swapping to catch the Poison Fang. Like I've explained before, a lot of times, even if they're catching it, I'm still throwing it because, you know, it's lowering their defense, and we're going to be put in a good position here. So we're just going to go for another one. We have Mawile to handle the Ninetales. That's why we're not moving, okay? Just a little fun fact. They're bringing in Politoed. Great. We're going to be able to lower that defense and come in with Spilas and handle this. And by the time all this is said and done, we'll be able to take them out with the Mawile. I'm hoping that's what's going to happen. So we're letting that go through, holding onto our shield, bringing in Spilas, and they're swapping into Ninetales. We're instantly going into Mawile, and they're still putting up a fight here. I admire that. So letting the Weather Ball go through. Just going to nom away. Looking good. In comes the Politoed. Now, it is Shadow, but it's getting a bit close here. And I'm getting a little nervous. So if they farm us all the way down, we're not going to be looking great. Oh, boy. Not good. But they can't get to 2 Blizzards, so it doesn't matter, right? They're going Weather Ball, and we're farming them down. Dragon Breath. Let's go. On to the next one here. What are we going to see? It is going to be a Mandibuzz. Now, this is interesting. There's going to be no Earth Power to be seen. Straight just Poison Fang all the way. We're not resisting anything they're throwing at us, so it's not going to be the best position to be in. Although we do have the Spilas and the Mawile in the back, which can handle it, but I'm more than confident that they're going to have something to take care of both of those 2 Pokemon back there. So we're just going to stay in this fight here. Swap into our Mawile after we do get off those. They're going to be going into their Swampert. They were able to retreat barely on that Mandibuzz, holding on to about 1 or 2 HP. And this is not a good matchup for us at all. But what we can do is obviously just do as much damage as possible here. And then we'll come in with the Spilas and take control. Like we described before, Spilas is specifically here for the water types, right? Sort of, for the most part, because of the Nidoqueen and the Mawile. So we're going to be shielding that up, Dragon Breathing down. That's fine, looking good, just in case they went, you know, that Sludge Wave there, obviously, that we didn't want to take damage from. They're bringing in that Pokemon. It's going down, and it's a Drapion. Okay, let's go with the Drapion. So they're shielding it up. We're swapping into Nidoqueen here. And I don't remember if we let this go through. Yes, we do. We just wanted to absorb that. And we're just going to be able to just spam the heck out of them here. Looking good. Shadow Drapion, that's something very spicy for sure. So we will be able to resist the Aqua Tail, obviously, but we're going to call this Sludge Bomb. Beautiful. If we didn't call that, that would have been their game and they would have won. But we're able to get to another Body Slam here. And, well, we're going to be able to take the win on that Drapion. Looking good, folks. And on to the next battle here. I never know when this video is going to end. It just seems like more and more battles just keep popping up. It doesn't matter if there's 2 minutes left or if there's 100 minutes left. It seems like there's always going to be like 20 battles fit into that time frame. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Fire Fang. I don't know why I keep wanting to call it Fire Fang, Poison Fang. And if I miscall moves, you know, obviously I'm miscalling moves by accident. It's not on purpose. I don't think Poison Fang is a Fire Fang, right? So we're instantly swapping. That was crazy. And I wonder what, I just want to know what was going through their mind. Probably, I feel like it's always one of two things. It's either they're like blown away, like, I can't believe this, in an excited way, like, let's go, this was crazy. Or they're like, you gotta be freaking joking me, and annoyed, right? That's the way I am, right? So up against a Bastiodon here, and letting it go. Oh, yeah. No, we're not shielding any of that. And in comes the Spilas. We're going to be farming it down, where we're going to try to. They're swapping into the Medicham. We're just going to go for the Body Slam. We've seen this before, huh? Seen a similar situation like this before. And, well, we're going to go ahead and shield this Power Punch up. Swap into our Nidoqueen. Farm it down here. And they back out with 2 HP. Sweet. Sounds good to me. Taking the win at the end. Alright, so I don't even know anymore what's the end. I think this may be the last battle. So Toxicroak, first one. Let's go. This is not good for our entire team. Counter, super effective to the Spilas. It's dark typing. Mawile, Mud Bomb, super effective to the steel typing. Nidoqueen, super effective with the Mud Bomb to the poison. So this thing is an absolute threat to the entire team. So we're expending our Spilas, unfortunately, and we just had to do that. We're going to shield this up and Fire Fang down. And I was hoping they didn't get to another Mud Bomb, but they were not able to. They're bringing in Obstagoon, which tells me there's something back there that absolutely does not want to see this. Look how much that Power Punch did, the first one, because it is dark and normal. Great. And they have a Venusaur. Hey, this is the last battle. This is GG's. I certainly remember this one now. So if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Really does help me out. Everybody get hyped for Gible Community Day. I'm going to have to say one of the most important community days. There's Metagross, and now there is the Garchomp. So you don't want to miss it. Not at all. Anyways, look at this battle. We're going to be able to take the win. Thank you for watching this incredibly long video, and I'll catch you all next time, trainers. Take care.
It's out of my hand, but I'm still in control. It's out of my hand. You can never take away the power of my goal.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!